I am Silvari. 25 years ago, my people first appeared in Tyria. The pale tree flowered, and the firstborn awakened. The dream contains my race's memories. We gain awareness here, and then awaken into the world. The dream fills me with knowledge, and is my connection to others. It is my inspiration, my guiding light. While here, I have discovered my purpose: to face evil and destroy it. Even now, I sense my destiny calling me to awaken. My time is soon. Nature and goodness are under siege. All life hangs in the balance. If Tyria is to survive, it will need us. If we fail, the dream will be consumed by nightmare, and Tyria will wither and die. I dream of secrets. The voices of my people whisper to me of spiderwebs and hidden knives. I see the symbol of a crescent moon on the curve of a shield. It is a symbol of wisdom. The dream hints at my future. I glimpse the faces of those whose secrets I will shelter, and who, in turn, guard mine. I will uncover truth and fight the nightmare that festers in wicked hearts. On the eve of my awakening, I feel the earth singing in my bones. And yet I sense darkness approaching. Something intrudes upon the dream. It blocks the path to my awakening. Before I can enter the world, I must first face this evil and vanquish it. I am summoned by the dream. This is my story.
Being attacked.
I don't know. I've never felt anything like this. It's awful.
Please, help.
Yes, I'm here. I must speak with you. The dream is in great jeopardy. Dreamer, I am Kaith. I need your help. Can you hear me where you are within the dream?
Within the dream? What does that mean? Why do you look transparent?
I am in Tyria, a land far away. Soon you'll awaken here, but for now you live in the dream. I can't explain right now. We must hurry. Something is poisoning the dream.
Poisoning the dream? Of course I will do whatever I can to help you. But why me?
Your spirit is strong. Do not underestimate yourself. Head to the far embankment, and I'll meet you there.
Here.
This way. Those hounds are an aspect of the poison. Our foe must be close now.
Talking with Kate, she says, "This poison spreads hatred and anger. We must fight it." And I respond, "Who has caused this?" She replies, "An evil group called the Nightmare Court. They wish to harm the sleepers. Trust me, sapling. All will be made clear to you very soon." I ask, "But why attack the dream?" "Because the dream shapes us, all before we awaken. Just as it is now shaping you, a darkness within it takes root in our own hearts, and becomes a lasting shadow there." I ask her, "What should I do?" She says, "Be brave. Prepare for battle. When you face darkness, remember that you are not alone."
I know it looks grim, but you must press on. The future is in your hands. The monster is exhaling its poison. Find cover, quickly! The bridge has collapsed. Without it, we cannot reach the enemy I sense within the dream.
Fear not, my lady. I can fix the bridge, but not while evading these beasts.
Young one, slay these creatures. Give our friend time to repair the path.
Run, miscreant.
Here they come. Be wary and fight well.
I'll get this bridge reformed with the utmost haste.
It is time. The poison is at its strongest in the clearing beyond. Have courage. Wait, something's happening. I feel... The Pale Tree has breathed her strength into me. She's made me tangible, but only for a few moments. Hurry, sapling. Be ready for anything. Swiftly now. We must end this corruption. Hold nothing back. Victory is a breath away. Destroy the nightmare before it takes root. It is finished. The dream is safe from this poison against you. We'll see each other again when we wake up.
Where am I? I was fighting a great evil. Are we safe? Kaith! Where is Kaith?
Steady, sapling. You just woke. You were calling out in your dream. Kaith was just here, but she had to go speak to the Pale Tree.
She and I fought side by side against the poison in the dream. I saw the shadow of a terrible dragon, and I felt the dream call upon me to defeat it.
By the tree! A wild hunt so soon, and such a momentous task. To be a valiant of the wild hunt is a difficult charge. Bear this calling with pride.
I will. But how do I begin? One does not simply awaken and rush off to face a dragon.
You start here in our forest. There were others hurt in the dream. They could use your help. Besides, it'll be fine training for a new valiant.
Pardon me. I'd like to talk to you. Welcome to Astoria. As you journey forth into the unknown, know that you are not alone. Seek guidance from those who make their homes here, and help them in their time of need. The path ahead is yours to choose.
As I seek to find my place in this new world, I meet up with Warden Delilah, tending to her fields.
Stay alert.
She says we farmers have a lot to contend with out here. The wardens do what they can, but it's not enough. Could you lend a hand? I asked, what do you need me to do? She says these hungry moas need to be fed prickly fruit, and if you find termites or termites larvae, give them a friendly squish.
Everything has a right to live.
Why do you keep saying that?
Trying to garden with all these termites, I just have to keep reminding myself. Everything has a right to live.
After successfully helping Delilah around her farm, I venture across town and I see an archer and someone practicing. I then cross the bridge and go through the woods and find a ranch where someone is raising fern pups.
Seize the moment.
His name is Packmaster Danador. He says Madone and I are charged with tending to the Sylvian hounds here at the kennel in Veridence. But we could always use an extra pair of hands. Are you interested in helping? I say sure, how can I help? He says play with the pups, find lost pack members, and kill pests that threaten the hounds, like mosquitoes and grubs. I say sounds exciting, sign me up, and we move on. While helping Danador with his pups, all of a sudden out of nowhere, spiders started attacking the kennel, threatening the lives of every pup that was in there. I felt that it was my duty to help out. So, using the plants around me and the bow in my hand, I started taking them out one by one, until eventually, others started to join, and eventually, we took down the last spider, protecting them from yet another invasion. After all that work, I decided to take in the scenery. I saw some beautiful flowers sitting over this pond, and walking up this field here, I actually found a little village. And in that village, I met up with Elaine.
Act with wisdom.
She says, hello stranger, what can I do for you? I said, tell me about Warden Hurst. She says, Warden Hurst is the main camp for the wardens defending Astoria. It's not very large, but with many wardens out on assignment, it doesn't need to be. I say, tell me about yourself. She says, there isn't much to tell. For me, the dream was almost empty. I remember hearing and feeling things, but my sight was always mudded. So, I'll help the wardens when I can, but I tend to get lost. Next to her is Warden Jamia. She says the wardens work hard to protect Astoria and the Grove, but they can't do it alone. Will you be willing to help? I say, what do you need me to do? She said, our main challenge is dealing with any undead that happen into the area. After that, you can help the wardens train or assist them on their patrol. I said, I'll lend a hand. After killing off some more grubs and undead, I ran up the hill and I ran into another Sylvari named Elaine. And here's what she had to say. As an aspiring chef, I am always on the lookout for new tastes and flavors. The caves here have some great ingredients to work with until those spiders moved in. And I said, can I help? She replies, the best mushrooms are in the caves up north, but they've been infested by spiders. Could you clear out the spiders and those webs? And then pick up some mushrooms? Check under the rocks and nest too. And then I ask about what she knows about the air. She says, besides how vicious the spiders are around here, mostly just that the local plant life produces some excellent ingredients for culinary explanations. I love to put new twists on classic dishes. So I decided to help her. I took these mushrooms here, I was going to give her, but then they had some odd effects. So I decided to use them to my advantage and take out some of the nests while I was smaller. By entering the nest, I could shake out some of the spiders and then destroy them. And in the back of the cage I found small nests, and if I squished them, more spiders would come out that I could eventually clear out. It wasn't long before all the commotion brought other players to the scene. All different races and classes, all over the place, all helping just to help this girl find herself the perfect mushroom. After finishing that, I walked up the
Exploring
hill
the
and
world
found
does
this
have its
amazing place where all the rocks were floating. I didn't know why, so I decided I was going to explore. There was also someone down here who looks like they were having troubles. There were dead bodies everywhere and these weird vents of green gas. So I decided to go over and talk to him.
Good hunting.
This guy's name was Bro, and he has to say, it's only a matter of time before the undead return. They can't abide by the presence of the living. I asked, are there any preparations to make? He responds, when the undead come, they'll try to destroy every living thing. There are some plants here with defenses of their own that we could make use of, and I said, I'll keep that in mind. So I went around to these little mounds and squashed them and killed the bugs that came out of them just to keep the undead at bay. I also went around and started burning the bodies of the undead that were already there and killed. Unfortunately, some of them had other plans. And as I burned them, they would come back. So upon taking all of them out, I decided to go up this weird staircase in the middle here, which seemed to be some kind of... Upon reaching the end of all that jumping, I come across a chest, and to the left there's a guy named Tamar Shayad.
Never leave a wrong to ripen into evil.
So I try to ask him some questions. He says, that's a relief. When I saw you approach, I was afraid you might be one of those Nightmare Court traitors. Now I can see you're not. There's tranquility in your eyes that only comes from the dream. I ask, what is this place? He says it's a spider sanctuary. I calm jungle spiders and help them to be at peace with their surroundings. I needed somewhere far from society and hidden from the Nightmare Court. I say, how did you get up here? He says with a chuckle, I suspect the same way you did. Well, I did have some help with the spiders, but still the paths were the same. It's safe here, so you're welcome to stay as long as you need. I say, why would the Nightmare Court be interested in this place? To which he responds, my spiders, of course. After the Nightmare Court turned to the darkest part of the dream, they began abducting animals and torturing them into servitude. And once turned, even I can't restore a spider. And I wish him luck with his spiders, and I'm on my way. I then quickly realize that I'm kinda stuck up here now. Looking over all the edges, trying to find a way down, it's not quite working out. But then I hear this weird voice in the distance. And I get kinda scared, so I just kinda fall down and make my way across this odd little bridge.
The road ahead is dangerous, friend. If you venture further, take great care.
I heed his warning carefully and I sneak across the bridge. Just over this hill here, I end up seeing a lot of dangerous creatures. So, I sneakily make my way around and hope not to get hurt. It takes quite some time to come around, but I end up in this little village here, with this giant wall to the right side of it. It looks peaceful in this village, and it's been a long day, so I decide that I'm going to shut my eyes and take a little nap here.
Prove the sun shines through you. Face me as another form.